Today we're going to review ratio, proportion, percents. So remember, you'll be using a calculator for most of this, but you still need to show me your cross products when we're solving these. So we're going to get 28n equals 420. It's just the cross products. Divide both sides by 28. Again, I don't care if you show that step. If you want to put divide by 28, that's fine. Can't read that. Use your calculator and you're going to get n equal 15. And this one was diagonal from the 6, the whole thing, x minus 4, so you must use your parentheses. 9 times 7, or 9 times 8 is 72. Distributing, we get 6x minus 24 equals 72. So we would need to add 24 to both sides and get 6x equal 96. Again, divide by 6, and you're going to get x equal 16. So cross products are how we solve proportions. We're going to use the ratio proportion idea to set up a proportion to solve this. Again, the first part doesn't matter, but I'm going to put 20 ounces over $7. Please put your labels because that'll help you in the second part. Now, where's the 17 ounces going to go? Well, I have ounces on top, so ounces will go on top here. Cross products will be 20x equals 119. Divide, and you're going to get x equal $5.95. Please make sure you put the label on it. Here we have our basic percent problem. I'm going to use the proportion method. You can use the other method if you want. What percent? We don't know, so x over 100. Second thing I always want you to look for of, that goes on the bottom. 5 would go on top. Cross products, 18x equal 500. If you divide 500 by 18, you're going to get a repeating decimal. 27.7. I'm going to go ahead and put a bar over it percent since it doesn't say in the directions anything about rounding. Again, first step, find your percent, put it over 100. Second step, find what follows of. In this case, what? We don't know. X, and then 45 would go here. Cross product, 24x equal 4,500. Use your calculator to divide 4,500 by 24, and you're going to get 187.5. Tax, we already didn't give the tax rate. We'll assume we're in Indiana, so we'll say the tax rate is 7%. So this is where we're going to use the kind of the equation method. Write 7% as a decimal, 0.07, and use your calculator to multiply that. When you round to the nearest cent, you're going to get $3.74. It does say find the tax, so we're done. If it does say find the price, you need to add it on. Here, find the sale price, and it's 15% off, so 15% as a decimal is 0.15, so we can multiply by that. When we do that, we get $5.28. That's not the new price. That's how much money we save. So then we need to take these two and subtract them, and we get that the price would be $29.93. Next, we're going to use this to find the percent of change. So we don't know the percent, so it's going to be x over 100. Remember, it's always the amount of change. Well, if it was 125 and now it's 95, you subtract those two, you get it went down $30. Always goes over the original amount, which in this case was 125. So 125x equals 30 times 100. Just move your decimal over 2, gives you 3,000. When you divide, you're going to get that x equals 24. It is a percent, so put your percent sign. Estimating the tip, we are using a 15% tip, but we're not going to use a calculator on this, remember. We're going to use the rules we learned. So round to the nearest dollars, our step 1. Take 10% by moving your decimal 1 to the left. That would give me $5.70. So I got my 10%, now I need to do the 5%. So 5% would be half of this, so half of 250, or half of 5 is 250. Half of 70 is 35. Add those together and I get 285. So I need to add those two together. So again, this is a problem I do not want you to use a calculator on. $8.55. And then we have one where we have to solve for one variable in terms of the other. So we want to get the x by itself, so it's right here. So I got to get rid of the z first. So I'm going to multiply both sides by z. Here they cancel. I'm left with x plus 3 equals cz. I then need to minus 3 from each side and get x equals cz minus 3. And that would be it.